Welcome to another exciting episode of Morning Mayhem. As always, we're your hosts. I'm Katie Simpson.
I'm Alexandria Smith.
And we have other hosts also.
Tyler.
Charisma.
Veronica.
Bronte.
For those of you who do not know, Bronte is my awesome roommate this year. She's really cool. And she's from Ohio, which is like forever away and it snows or something like that. But talking about roommates,
you said it like it's a foreign country and you have no idea what
I've never been outside of like the southeast. I've been
she's from Ohio, which is so far away. Like she's from like Colombia.
Does it feel like a different country?
Yeah.
See? Thank you.
Good job.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyway, speaking of roommates, our first topic is what makes a good roommate or what makes a bad one? Tyler?
What makes a good one? Let's see, don't mess with me. Like, just, like, okay, look, what I mean is, like, if I'm sleeping and you're turning on lights, that's not cool. Like, I'm obviously sleeping. I need my beauty sleep. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
What? That's great.
But, yeah, I think if we can hang out and just be cool, that's all really a roommate should be. And keep your room clean, too, even though I'm not really good at that. But.
Oh, sure is.
I agree with him. My roommate has been my roommate for the past 2 years, so we really just get along. We're the same. We like to stay up late. We like to listen to music, so just finding the same common grounds is what makes a good roommate.
I think it's a balance.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, a good roommate won't have the music too loud and keep you awake, or maybe like smoke in the room. Or at least smell like cigarette smoke, like something's burning in the room or something. Or do anything illegal, if you know what I mean, in the room.
Bronte, what do you think makes a good roommate?
I think basically they have to be like clean, responsible, and respectful.
Obviously,
like the three key
not
points to
you,
being a roommate is.
She was staring at me too, like you. Now, Alex and I were roommates last year. She moved out because she doesn't love me. I'm joking. She loves me.
I don't even know what to say after that.
But
Katie was a good roommate. Katie was an okay roommate.
what? We did everything together. We were like
Exactly.
sisters.
We did everything together.
Everybody would always like this year. Everybody's like, "Where's your friend? Where's your roommate?"
Yeah.
I think it's cool to have like a roommate you do stuff with.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's good to have a bond with your roommate. That's really important, I think. But we did everything together.
What makes a bad one? We actually had one. I've had plenty of bad roommates, and last year we had a roommate that was kind of bad. She was real mean.
She wasn't mean. She was just a nursing major, and she was, like, in her junior year. So she had to study a lot. Like, she was constantly studying, and we like to make noise and have fun and stuff, and she would just want the room to be constant quiet. So.
And she stayed in like the most awkward place for us. It was like the kitchen. Like she didn't really leave.
Look,
if
she wanted constant quiet, go to the library.
Yeah, that's what I
Library's
that's
too
what
far
I always
away.
said.
Library's too far away.
I don't even think I've been there.
Wow.
Seriously,
What?
The only time was for like a class. Other than that, not going to the library.
Wow.
What?
So what's your easiest or hardest class, Mr. No Library?
Easiest or hardest class? Easiest. I took bowling last year. That was easy as hell.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you.
Golf this year. That's easy too. All you have to do is show up.
Do you know it's a basket weaving class here?
There is
Why?
underwater basket weaving.
I pay too much money for them to have a basket weaving class here.
Yeah.
I just want to point out university.
Sure, my easiest class was career planning class I took at the Myers Hall, and hey, I made an A in that class. So
Bronte, what's your easiest?
My easiest is probably my freshman class right now.
Oh yeah, that's that class.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, any like superiors watching this, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I hated that class. But like half of the people in my class said it was beneficial, so obviously it's working for some people because they said it gave them some tips that helped them raise their grades. But I mean,
Was it the freshman class?
yeah, the freshman intro
I
class.
had that too. Actually,
I never took that.
I liked it.
Yeah, a lot of people said they liked it, but either it's kind of like a love-hate thing with that class. Either people love it or they despise it.
I took mine at UAB, so I don't know
I
how
never
this.
had that freshman. What is a freshman class?
It's like a freshman intro class. Like they teach you how to study and how to take good
What,
notes.
first year
and-
experience? Is that what
Yeah.
they call it? Or
Look,
freshman
I transferred
seminar?
from Bishop, so that don't apply to me.
You what?
I transferred from Bishop State, so that don't really apply
Yeah.
to me.
What are your hardest classes this semester? Right now, my hardest class is it's actually not chemistry or French. My hardest class is like American Lit, actually, right
Really?
now. Yeah, and I have like some intense classes this semester, but
Well, I guess, yeah, I think it just depends on the person. Because I know I kind of struggle with chemistry. But any kind of English thing I'm pretty good at. But science, I have to study for like hours.
I hate econ, and I have econ this semester, micro. But
Oh.
in high school, I took macro. I almost failed.
Ooh.
But I thought it would be hard. I just took a test on Friday, and that was the easiest test in the world.
Really?
So I don't know. I say that now, I'll probably get 70.
It's between my communications, writing, and reporting, because you have to learn how to write leads. Everything that's deals with a newspaper, and then my other class is geography lab. It's really hard. It's a lab, but it's really hard.
How do you
and
take
I
a
hate
lab
it.
for geography?
Yes, I don't
it's
understand.
like
It
I
doesn't
didn't
even
understand
relate.
it either. It like that class.
Where is,
Was it? Is yours online? Because mine was
No,
online.
we have to go to.
How do you do a lab?
Yeah, seeing
You
like
have to point
public
out,
speaking.
point out the
I don't
Sahara
understand.
Desert and all that other stuff.
Yeah, public speaking was online. That was weird. One of my hardest classes is all online, and I really don't like that.
Ooh.
Like, it's like neuroscience, psychology, and I'm like, that's some really detailed stuff. I need somebody
Yeah.
teaching
Well,
me that.
classes can get pretty stressful.
Yeah, definitely. What's the best way to? I mean, how do y'all relieve stress when your classes get
I like
too
to
much?
Sing.
Sleep.
Sing, yep.
Sing.
Listen to music.
You sing?
Sleep. It helps.
Random
Can
stuff.
you
I-
sing or do you just sing?
I can hold a break.
Come on, build that little tune.
Please,
right
please
quick.
don't.
No.
Please.
We won't actually.
Trey would have.
Trey
Trey
was
would-
always
Trey
making
would've
out
sang.
a song.
Sleep helps. It really do
Sleep.
help.
I sleep too much, so.
Bronte, what do you do?
I eat
Go Bronte.
and exercise sometimes. That really helps.
I like to go to the gym, exercise, watch people exercise. I'm joking.
Exercise.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
Exercise.
Anybody
Watch
who
the
goes to the
food
rec
channel.
frequently, watch out for this.
Oh, exercise by
But-
watching the food channel.
A good way to relieve stress, if you guys haven't done this, is like really go to racquetball courts. Like you take it out on that little get all like angry and stuff.
Do you know how to play?
Does it matter?
Yes, obviously.
Anyway,
You can get hurt.
I get hurt. Look at me. What? Well, we're gonna take a quick break real quick. We'll be back.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Thank you for joining us again today on Morning Mayhem. we actually have a very kind of serious topic to talk about, and it's going to take this whole little segment. And it is it okay to talk to past flings when you are in a relationship? And I feel like it's okay.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you. Why do you agree?
I guess it depends, because if your past fling was a friend before y'all dated, y'all, it's possible that y'all still could be friends without liking each other. Like, y'all just we're friends. And that's it.
I don't agree.
What?
I do not agree with that, because I feel like if you're in like a relationship with somebody, you're always gonna have like feelings for that person. Like, I don't think you can I don't think that just goes away. So I don't think if you hung out with them like personally, I think at some point those feelings would arise, and that would conflict with your current relationship.
But I think the past relationship I was in, she was like so jealous, and so I couldn't do anything with any of my past friends, girls or even ex-girlfriends. I couldn't even think about or look at them without like. So it's. I can understand that, and I can understand your side of the point too.
I think honestly, I think it depends on the relationship you and your past fling had. Like, if you guys were engaged and like dating for 6 years or whatever, like a long time, and you guys like break up or whatever, you guys want to be best friends, then I don't think that's okay, because I think clearly you guys are still into each other. If you guys were dating for like a few weeks or like a month or something, and you guys were like really good friends before, I think you can handle being friends after.
I actually think it's the opposite.
What?
Yeah, because it's like if you've been with somebody for that long, like you found like you could find a mutual ground. But it's kind of like with a 2-week thing, it's kind of like the relationship isn't finished yet. Like I feel like you don't get like.
I think you can decide in 2 weeks whether or not you want to be with the person, which is why it's okay too. But I mean, if you're like in love and engaged and stuff, clearly, I don't.
Why do you have to be engaged? Why do you keep saying engaged?
Well,
I don't know.
Basically, it just depends on who you're with in the relationship. If they're like all relaxed and laid back, okay. If they're all jealous, possessive, can't handle the truth, no.
Can't handle the truth. Bronte?
I think it depends on the person too. Like me, no, I'm really jealous. So if any of my boyfriends would ever hang out with like an ex, no, I couldn't do it. But I mean, some people are really relaxed and are cool with it and everything. So
okay, let's say they're not hanging out. Let's just say they're just texting. They might Skype every now and then. Do y'all think that's okay?
No.
No Skyping.
Why are you my thing is I'm trying to figure out why. Like, what's the need? Like, if y'all broke up, for a reason. Why are you still talking?
It depends on how they break up. If it was like on friendly terms, okay. If it wasn't so friendly terms, I mean, why call them?
Alex, I feel like you're the type of person that when you're broken up, and you don't want any more communication with that person.
Like, it's not that I don't. If I break up with somebody, I want to know from time to time how they're doing, stuff like that. I still care about them, but there's no point in me hanging out with them. Like, I don't see the point of it.
Let's just say texting. You don't have to hang out.
I mean, I'm not finna hold a conversation with them like every day. It's gonna be like probably like every few months. Like,
are you still live? You doing that type of stuff?
Like, it's kind of like, okay, like if you you might be following your ex on Twitter, and you see something like, just graduated, like they just graduated something, you can say, hey, congratulations on your graduation or something like that. Like, it's not like, I don't see the point in being like, hey, you want to hang out with your ex. I don't see the point in that.
Are you getting aggravated with that?
Who?
Yeah.
No, I'm not aggravated. I just think, like, I strongly think you can hang out with the next. I think there's nothing wrong. I mean, like, if you're in a relationship.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, you have who you're with, and you have like your friends who you haven't dated. Like, that should be like enough for you to hang out with. But what if you dated all of your
friends? Not saying I have. Not saying I have.
You need to get friends that you don't fall for so easily. Then, if that's the case, like you need to have friends you can just be friends with without being friends with like just the people you dated.
What?
I think that's kind of weird.
I don't think it's weird.
I think that's a little weird.
I don't think it's weird. Because, like, okay, let's say there was Sue. And Sue had a lot of male friends.
But does Sue had to date every one of her male friends?
No.
I know plenty of girls who have just male friends. They haven't dated all of them.
But let's say, okay, it's a close-knit group of friends, right? And Sue dated, like, one of the guys. But, like, they're so close-knit. I mean, your friends aren't going to stop hanging out with each other. So you're going to have to hang out with that person every now and then.
Hang out with what person?
Like, okay, Sue dated, like, okay, let's say the group of friends, like, Sue, Jimmy, John, and Sal. I don't know. And, like, Sue dated Jimmy, and then they broke up. But they all still hang out because they're all really good friends.
I think that's an exception.
Exception?
An exception, because you guys were all a close group of friends, and then you don't want to mess up that close group of friends.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I'll also say that you shouldn't have messed up in the first place by going out with Jimmy.
Yeah, that, and you shouldn't, like, if, like, one of my boyfriends was, like, he had a group of friends.
One of your boyfriends? How many do you have?
Like, if I was in a relationship, and my boyfriend said, like, something like, I'm going to go hang out with my friends, and I knew he had dated somebody in that group before, but I knew he was going to go. Like, if he was still hanging out with them just to hang out with her, then it would be a problem. But if he was just hanging out with them.
Would you? He's not going to say, I'm going to hang out with my group of friends just because Kaylee's there.
You can tell when somebody is just like if you see them interact, and if it's like they're always talking, they're always together, you don't see him really talking to them, then it's going to be obvious.
If he openly invites you to come along, then you know.
Yeah, if he openly invites you to come along, then you know too. That's why I'm so stressed about being like friends with my boyfriend.
But if he's all like, well, it's just going to be us, so stay here.
Yeah.
No.
Because I feel like you should be able to be friends with your boyfriend's friends, so you know, especially if he has female friends, so you know, like how he interacts with that female friend.
I think it's good to be friends with your, like, boyfriend, significant other's friends. I think that's good, but I think there's, like, a line to where, like, if you didn't know the people before, I don't think that you should be, like, as buddy-buddy. Like, let's say...
No, of course not.
Let's say Randy has known this girl for, like, all of his life, and they're friends. They're like brother and sister.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea for you and her to get on that same level.
No. Because most likely I'm probably not going to be that buddy-buddy with any of Randy's friends ever, because we don't really have that much in common. But I do want to meet them. I do want to know who they are. Like, especially, like, if it's somebody he just hangs out with from time to time, I don't really care. But if it's somebody that you hang out with, like, once or twice a week, like, constantly, yeah, of course, you want to know who your significant other is spending the majority of their time with. Obviously, these people are important to them, so you want to know who they are. And you want to know if this is the person that you should be worried about him hanging out with, especially if it's a person of the opposite sex.
I think it's different for a guy. Because I'm just saying it for most people. We really, if my girlfriend hangs out with a guy, I mean, it's just, I need to know who that is, whatever. But if it's a girl, then I really like, okay, that's fun. Yeah. I don't really have to meet them, but I kind of want to meet them. So I don't know. I'm a pretty nice guy to hang out with. So I mean,
yeah, you're pretty cool.
Thanks.
I feel like the other three people here, like Charisma, Veronica, and Bronte, haven't really said much about this topic. Yeah.
She said something about it.
I said something about it.
Well, do you have any other input?
Yes, it's just as long as that past thing don't become like a future, like in the present while you're with that somebody. Okay.
If the past doesn't affect the present, then you're good. That's what I say. I mean, just don't let it be all your life. If you're going out with someone, don't let the past, affect the present right
Look
then.
at you, Dr. Philin up in here.
Let me just shave my head a little bit more and we're good.
Charisma?
Oh, and grow a mustache.
Yeah.
I can't really relate. I can just tell you what I see from the outside of the relationship wise.
Wow.
Like, what have you seen that works best?
I don't know either. I really can't I can't really fully relate to two past flames, because I don't have any past flames. But no, that's besides the point. So that's why.
Wow. Well, we're about to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after you guys save some orphans and stuff.
What?
What?
They gonna go out on the street and pick up a little boy.
You'll pick up some children and some puppies.
That's low. That's low. Look, he's blushing.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem. Since we were talking about dating and all this other stuff, our next topic is, what do you guys think is the perfect ideal date? We're going to start with Charisma today.
Okay, well, I like scary movies. Well, I love scary movies, adventure, and sport. So you can kind of mix that in together, that would be perfect. But if you just took me to a theme park, any sort, and we just rode roller coasters or scary houses, I would be in love from that point.
You guys hear that?
Adorable.
No, you guys hear that? Watch that, guys.
That's a good.
And just bring me some red velvet cake.
Oh.
That's my best.
That sounds good.
I like what she said. Everything she said. But what I like, to tell you the truth, of course I'm a guy, so I have to. It's the other way around. But I would completely make that girl feel special on the first date. I mean, you have to make her feel like she actually wants to be, keep going on dates. So, first I want to know what she likes, and then I would go on from there. So,
Oh, look at you.
I'm romantic, don't worry.
Wow.
We're going go-karting, you guys. That's our first date thing. But my ideal date, we gotta go to Chinese food. Like, we don't have to, but I would prefer if we went to, get some Chinese food. And, I don't really care what else we do. As long as my tummy is satisfied, I will be. So we get some Chinese food, go, bowling. Oh, bowling. Yeah, gotta go bowling. But, don't just let me win. I'm the worst sore loser, I promise you. Yeah. I mean, we can do whatever, but I would prefer to go Chinese, then bowling, and maybe watch a movie afterward. I think that's pretty. Play video games, that's it. In the night, and some Smash Brothers. Alex?
Wow.
I'm not picky, I'm just saying.
It's expensive.
That's expensive.
You gotta have a gaming system for games. You gotta pay for your food.
More than likely, you don't want takeout Chinese food. You need that expensive Chinese food. Bowling can get up there in price. Let's see what else.
Only
movie
3
after.
games.
Do you want to go to the movies
No,
or actually?
Netflix, Redbox.
You gotta have the Netflix subscription.
No, I have Netflix. We can watch it in my room or something. And bowling, Wii bowling, maybe.
Wii bowling.
I don't know.
First,
You gotta have a Wii.
that's $150 for the Wii.
We can do whatever. They make me feel bad now. Alex.
I love going to the park. And I love museums and art galleries and stuff like
Oh,
that.
and I'm expensive.
No,
Art galleries.
You can get in a museum for $6. The museum here, you can get in there for $6, and then they have a beautiful park surrounding the museum. So I feel and we can just
You like those movie type dates, don't you? You like those movie kind of dates.
I don't like going to movies.
No, I mean the dates you see in movies.
Oh,
they
the
go
that you see in I mean,
you like long walks across the beach,
No, I don't like
Let's
to
go.
walk for real. No, I like intelligence. So if you can go, like, take me on a date that shows to me that you are at some level of sophistication besides going to a burger joint and going to see the latest Tyler Perry movie.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with some Mickey D's.
It's some Tyler Perry or it's a mud deer.
No, I'm just saying, like, for example, like,
Dollar menu.
Yeah, I don't want, like, the typical thing, and you don't have to spend a lot of money, but I don't like stuff like that. I like
Elegance.
personal, passionate.
Aww.
Yeah, personal, passionate, and elegant.
Veronica.
Well, she took my thing. Museums is good. I like to dance. Hey, we can go dancing.
That's a good one.
Bronte.
Well, I think I top all you guys in price. All right, take me to SeaWorld. Or
this child.
Or scuba diving would be like a dream come true. That would be awesome.
I like the way you think.
That's
I like the
like
way you think.
things
So.
like that are on the level of I'm thinking about proposing to you type date.
Oh, Disney.
I think so.
Oh, Disney World. That's some fun.
Who are you dating? Like, to inform
Obviously
Disney
Mickey
World as
Mouse
a
or
first
something.
date. Y'all must
Mickey
be dating
Mouse.
some friggin' really rich people. No, we're gonna go bowling, movies, Chinese food,
Okay.
Dancing. You forgot
and you
that.
might get a hug at the end of the night.
Might.
Might.
After all that, might.
A hug.
What? I don't want to, give up my goodies too soon.
You're hugging them, not.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with a hug. I think hugs are like just the sweetest thing.
I
So
don't want
serious.
to give out my goodies to
She's hugging them, not.
That can be annoying.
What?
To give out the goodies on the first date.
Oh, I don't think you should do that at all. You shouldn't give out the goodies on the first date or the second date or until he gets you a ring. Remember that.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah. So, really quick, what are you guys' most annoying date habits?
Do not cut me off. I was hanging out with a guy and I was, telling him about myself, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but blah 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 blah." And I'm like, then he'll let me talk, then he'll cut me off again. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Or don't talk all about yourself. Because I hate that.
Yeah.
Act interested in the other person, especially the girl.
Don't be awkward. I don't like awkwardness. I don't like the.
But that's exactly how you are.
That's why I don't like it.
Laugh at my jokes. They might not be funny. They
The
might.
right girl
They
will
might.
think they're funny.
The right girl will think they're funny, but please laugh at my jokes. I will do everything else to make you happy. Just laugh at my jokes.
I think it's important to be yourself. Like, a lot of people like to be like, I wonder if, like, what type of girl he likes, and they try to be that type of girl. But, I mean, you're going on a date most likely to find somebody who's compatible with you. So you should, I think, yeah, that's my most annoying thing is when a person isn't themselves.
Be yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you try to come off as, like, somebody fake.
Well, this wraps up our episode. Make sure you like us. You like Jag TV on Facebook. You like Morning Mayhem on Facebook. You watch Channel 63 like all day. Just watch it. It's like the best channel ever, I promise. And like, what is it? Morning USA?
At USA Morning Show.
On Twitter. And you guys can email us or write to us on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, smoke messages, what you want us to talk about. And we might get them. We might, if it's not
We're
like
probably
raining.
going to get them, and we most likely will talk about them.
Yeah, because we want to know what you guys want us to talk about. So, that's all for today. Have a good day. We'll see you next week on Morning Mayhem.